It's time to choose, it's either or. I'm talking either win or you lose, cause we alpha. And we came to win, and we ain't stopping till we get to the end. Baby, back to alpha. Like how could I lose my life for yours? Tell me which one would you choose? I walk in the room like I ain't got nothing to prove. One man, but I feel like I walk with a crew. I'm alpha. Head stand up like alfalfa. Alpha. Chief in the end, boy, I scalp ya. Alpha. GPS, I reroute ya. Alpha. Whew. Come and learn something. Or get burnt, watch how I earn something. Back to alpha.
Welcome to Beyond Barriers. I am your host, Coach Coles. The goal of this show is to introduce you to people, ideas, opportunities that will hopefully stimulate growth and abundance, but also motivate you mentally and physically to step outside of your comfort zone and become limitless. Let's talk about breaking down the walls, creating your own success, putting you in your resourceful, relentless, and resilient state of mind. I love that shit. I love the way I love that. I need to just have it locked in as a, like one of those little buttons I hit, but I just like saying it each and every time. Every time I say it, I actually get something out of it to stimulate growth and abundance, but to motivate you mentally and physically to step outside of your comfort zone, outside of what you think is you, right? So today's show is going to be an easy one, guys. You're going to have to bear with me. I thought about it all day, like, what should I write about? Or what should I talk about on this topic? And I said, you know what? I'm going to let the sunshine tell me what I should talk about. So here's to us in the sunshine conversation we're about to have. So for all you guys who out there know that I am huge into fitness and I'm huge into mindset coaching. I have a business called Back to Alpha where I actually help busy professionals get their alpha back, whether it's in their relationships, their personal life, their relationships, whether it's in their bodies, their physical life, and as well as their profession. But one of the things that I love about what I do is that I get the opportunity to turn these gentlemen into phenomenal beings. Now, we do work with women too, but our main focus have been men because I feel personally that men are neglected in this world, and we are just known as providers and guys who want to, all that stuff, right? So I put a large focus on working with with men. Now, with that, I am super excited that I get the opportunity to turn or see someone transform into something greater than what they've been, to get them to step outside of this comfort zone, to get them to stimulate their growth and abundance, to motivate them mentally and physically to change, right? And that's what life is about, change. Well, I think some of us, we have this idea that life is supposed to be straight, linear, and there's only a little bit of change in life. But in life, we should be changing every day. But one thing we should be changing too is becoming phenomenal beings on an everyday basis. You want to be phenomenal in everything you do, right? Like, fuck average. Why be average? Everyone else is average, and you see all of the problems the world have, right? And once you learn to focus on becoming a phenomenal being, then you kind of see life differently, right? It's not about who has the biggest guns, who has the biggest muscles. That has no significance in life, right? Because you become grounded, you become still once you focus on being a phenomenal being. Because in order to be a phenomenal being, you have to be. And when you become a phenomenal being, you are being the best that you can be. You're not attached to what's going on around you. You're focused on your being, your zen, your stand still, your strength, your center, your calmness, your that stuff, right? So I love what I do. In short, I love what I do. But what I do is this. I do recognize that in order for this to happen, for anyone to become a phenomenal being, there has to be some things in place, such as consistency. To go that word, consistency. I love it. I love it. It's a play of words to me because I think consistency kind of has something to do with discipline. But we won't talk about that later. But consistency, man, consistency is linked to everything that you do in life. Everything great you've had happen in life is because of consistency. And I dare you to challenge me on that. I want you to challenge me on that. Put something in the notes, send me a message on coach me at backtoalpha.com if you have questions about it, but I will dare you to challenge me to that. Consistency is everything. Hell, in business, they say 95% of businesses fail within the first 5 to 10 years, right? Why? It's the lack of consistency, right? Relationships fail. Why? The lack of consistency, right? You started off doing this, but you no longer do it, right? Or you took 5 steps forward to lose weight, right? But now you're taking 5 steps back and gaining weight. Why? Consistency, right? Everything has to do with consistency. It has to be a superpower. You have to understand consistency has to be your fucking superpower. Without consistency, you have nothing. I get compliments. Craig, man, you have a nice body, man, your chest, da-da-da. These are from guys in the gym, athletes, people, women, whoever. How do you think I got there? How do you think I gained that? Consistency, right? When I'm in there working out and I'm pushing weight or doing lunges or freaking trying to get this bar off my chest or squatting down, trying to pick that weight up, even though I'm driven by it, but why do I get the results? I get the results because of consistency. You can't challenge me on that. So I'm just going to talk to you about it because without consistency, you cannot be who you want to be. The lack of consistency will leave you in the gutter. Bottom line, the lack of consistency will allow you to have the worst relationships. The lack of consistency will not allow you to have the financial freedom that you want. Why? Because you are not trusting in the process. You haven't fallen in love with the process of getting to the end result. Getting to the end result consists of consistency. You cannot get to the end result. What we have is a whole bunch of shit that happens in the middle, and it throws you off the idea of the end result. So when all that stuff happening in the middle of you trying to achieve a goal or a mission, it deters you. It takes you off of track. It sends you in a different direction. So therefore, you are not in love with the end process of what you really want. We're going to talk about that too, because that has a lot to do with your desires. And if you don't have your desires in place. Another reason that people or we fail as a race is because our why isn't big enough. Our why is not big enough to drive us to the end result. Why? Because all of the little stuff in the middle, once again, deters you and throw you off track. Now, there's nothing wrong with being thrown off track or taking different routes to the end result, but you have to keep that thought of your why in your mind. You have to be purpose driven in order to get to that end result. So you have to fall in love with the process. You have to be in love with all of the shit that comes in the middle of getting to, oh, my bad, excuse me. Burdock root will have you burping. But listen, I apologize about that, guys. But you have to fall in love with that middle result, that being purpose driven to get to the end result. And that's how you achieve excellence. That's how you achieve excellence. Your why has to be big. Your why. For instance, let me give you my why. So my why is this. Coles, why do you pour into your athletes? Why do you pour into these men so much? Why do you give them all of this energy? What drives you to get up in the morning and do the shit you do, man? Like, people don't know behind the scene, man. It's appointment after appointment. I'm talking to guys. I'm digging deep. I'm finding out, things that touch my heart. I sometimes get off the phone teary-eyed, just so much. But what makes me get up and do it every day? 1, consistency. 2, in love with the process and the end result, right? But more important is my why. My why is important. So here's my why. Here's why. Now, you can judge this, and I don't really give a damn if you do, but I'm going to share my why with you. So I pour into my clients the way I do because at the end of the day, man, I'm going to need a favor. I'm going to need a favor. So this is purpose driven, right? As I said earlier, here's my purpose, right? I really have this love for helping people become better than what they think they can be. I really, truly am passionate about it. I love it so much. So it's become my life mission to learn, study, and apply as much as I can to help you achieve your next step in life, right? So by doing this, I pour a lot of myself into it. So by pouring myself into it, I'm gonna need a favor at the end. One day, I'm gonna leave this earth. Well, this body is. I'm never leaving. I'm energy. I'll never leave. This body will leave, right? And you'll think I'm gone. That's because you'll think I'm gone. However, I ask or just hope that I've touched a few people, a whole lot of people actually. And I hope that I have this line wrapped around the building. But this line isn't wrapped around the building just to come view my body at my funeral, right? This line is wrapped around the building because these are some of the people's lives that I've changed, that I've poured into, right? These are the relationships I've built. These are the people that's going to help me with my legacy, because the mark of a man is to be legendary, right? Leave your stamp on the planet, right? So I hope that there's a line around the building, right? If it's only 4 people, that's cool. But if it's 4,000 people, fucking cool, right? But at the end of the day, I hope that this line that's wrapped around this building, or these 4 people that shows up, I hope that they're able to just come in and just look to the left or the right. Whoever's sitting on that front row, those front few rows, my family, my aunt, whoever, all family members, all loved ones that love me, all the family that hurts because my physical is no longer there. I hope that this long line could come in and hopefully say one at a time, hey, sister, brother, dad, husband, uncle, best friend, hold your head up. Hold your head up. This man, Craig Coles right here, he taught me da da da. He helped me ba ba ba. He did what he was supposed to do on this earth. He's done everything that he needed to do. Hold your head up and be proud. Wipe those tears out your eyes, because we all are going to miss him. But he has given us something. He has given us something that I will have forever. That's why I do what I do, bro. Because I'm going to need help. I'm going to need your help one day. I'm going to need you to stand in that line and just turn to that family and help me lift them up, because I'm not there to lift them up, right? Hopefully they'll have some of my understandings and my values and views and is able to keep them up, but I'm going to need your help. So that's why I pour in. So for me, I have to be consistent in what I do, because that's my fucking why. That's my why. And that is so important to me that I'm not willing to negotiate that. That's a non-negotiable for me. So I will continue to continuously stay consistent with helping people the way I do. I will continue that the rest of my life. Now, what is your why? What will you remain consistent at that's going to get you to your end goal? What are you going to do that's going to make you different than everyone else? How are you going to build a better relationship? How are you going to make more money? How are you going to change your body? How are you going to live in this phenomenal state of mind? I'm going to tell you how you're going to do it. You're going to learn to be consistent. It's just that simple. I talk a lot about how I feel when it comes to being or standing in your truth. To stand in your truth is everything, bro. And to stand in your truth is to really take on to stand in your truth is to let a boulder drop on you and work your way from under it, right? That's what standing in your truth means. Because sometimes your truth has decorations on it. But when you take all that decoration and glitter and gold off, that shit is ugly. It's ugly. But we walk around with this glitter of gold, this, we're going to call it ego. But we walk around with all this shit draped around us because we're afraid to stand in our truth. So if you learn to stand in your truth, you want closer to becoming consistent. If you learn to have a desire because you understand your why and you purpose driven, you want closer step to consistency. If you learn discipline, you are fucking at consistency, because discipline is consistency, bro. It is. It is. I'm consistently waking up in the morning, going to the gym, beating my body. It's not that I just want the six pack. It's not that I just want to look good. I want to be phenomenal. I want to be phenomenal at everything I do. That's why Back to Alpha, I fucking love it. I love it. I love it, bro. Because we teach you how to become consistent. We teach that. We teach that. We get into your mind and teach you how to become consistent. We hold you accountable for your actions. We help you become that phenomenal being. So another word for it is discipline, baby. Now here we are. We have discipline. Now you tell me, once again, coach me at backtoalpha.com. It's my email. Or you could check out my IG, only one Craig Coles. Leave me a message there. And I dare you to challenge me on this. You tell me what discipline can achieve. What can you not achieve with discipline? Discipline, consistency. Cousins, brothers. When I wake up and I'm freaking get up and go to the gym in the morning, and it's freezing outside, it's dark, it's rainy, all kind of excuses go through my mind. Discipline, fuck it, I don't care, I'm going. Discipline, I don't care what the situation is. I don't care if I pulled my lower back muscle just the other day. I'm so consistent in doing what I do in that area that I woke up and still went to the gym. Well, why would you go to the gym with an injury? I don't know, bro. I was able to walk. This is what I normally do on this routine. Well, let your body heal, let it recover. Okay, I'll go sit in the sauna. But guess what? I'm at the gym. I'm there. And I'm there because it's consistency. And the consistency gives me the results that I want, right? And everything. I wake up in the morning. I have a routine. I do Tabata every morning. I don't care what the situation is. I could be sleeping with Beyonce, bro. I don't even care. I would be like, hey, I would kiss her on her cheek, roll over, put on my Tabata music, work 20 seconds of high intensity. This is before I go take a leak. Before I even go take a leak, I'll work 20 seconds hard of intense jumping jacks. I'll wake my heart right up. I burn those fat stores right off of my body from the very beginning. I burn them. Fat stores and energy stores. I dig right into my fat stores. Then I start working off my energy, right? I burn them. I work 20 seconds. I do 8 rounds. I go burpees. I go jumping jacks. I go push-ups. I go squats. I go lunges. I go whatever I could think. I go mountain climbers. I run in place. 20 seconds. And then I sit down while my heart is like, and then I focus. I calm. 10 minutes, nonstop. I land the fucking plane. And this is how I start my day off. Then I get up, I go to the bathroom, I brush my mouth, use the bathroom, I'm dressed, I'm out the door. I'm going to the gym to train my body. I already just hit my body and my mind. Just that quick, that easy. As I'm on my way to the gym, I'm listening to something that's enlightening me. I don't care about no damn music, shake your booty. I don't give a damn about that, bro. I'm gonna learn from that, right? I'm not going to no strip club after the gym, so I don't need that, right? From there, I'm listening to something. Once I get to the gym, I don't listen to music. Well, let me give you this. If I do listen to music, I listen to R&B, something that calms me while I work in a high state of intensity. Why do I do that? Life is a high state of intensity. I stay calm, right? That's just for the most part, I listen to motivation. After the motivation, leave the gym, come back, shower, da-da-da. And after I shower, I sit down, I dig into all my work. I check my bank accounts. I check all my clients. I look for comments and address, emails, da-da-da. And then that's how I start my day off. I share this with you to say, not to follow my routine. I share with you to say consistency every day, Monday through Saturday. Sunday, I try to sleep in late. I'm typically up by 7, right? So consistency, disciplines gives you the results that you want. Please challenge me on that. I'm really up for that kind of conversation. Really 100% up for it. I will tell you this. You have to stand in your truth. You have to be willing to have the desires, know your why. That's going to impact your desires even more. And then you have to have the consistency, the disciplines to make it come to fruition. And you can live the best life or the life that you choose to live. In addition to that, I would like to also say this, the 3 R's. You have to be resourceful. You have to be relentless. You have to work with resilience. Resourceful. If you're having trouble with consistency, you reach out for help. You reach out for help. You find a mentor, you find a program, you get into somewhere that's going to allow you to get that next step up to consistency, right? You become resourceful. Stop worrying about your money and invest in yourself. You invest in your car, you do payments on your car, you pay insurance, you got a car note, but you won't invest in yourself. It's the stupidest shit I've ever heard of in my life. People will say, your program, man, bro, what? Do you have a car? Do you have cable? How about that? You pay cable to poison your mind, but you won't invest in yourself to better yourself. Dumbest, whatever. I don't want to get, that's another topic we'll talk about, investing in yourself. Then you become relentless at pursuing whatever you invested in. Now, investment doesn't always mean money, but if you're investing in your time or being consistent or practicing something, you become relentless at practicing it. I don't care what the situation is, bro. If Jesus knocks on the door while you're doing your Tabata, he will understand. Hey, Jeezy, give me a minute. Let me finish this Tabata up. But I'm sure you already knew I was going to say that. So he can't be mad at you, right? Be relentless. Give it up for no one. Resilience. As we talked earlier on understanding our goal and falling in love with the process and the outcome, that we're going to have all of this wavering in the middle, this is where resilience come in. That wavering can knock you off balance, which you appear or believe to be off balance. But at the end of the day, resilience is getting back on track. Finding that way to get back on track. But you know why that's going to be easy for you to do? Is because you already decided that you're going to focus on being consistent. So your takeaways for today: fall in love with the end result, be in love with the process, and understand your why. If you do that, you can be a phenomenal being. And that's just the truth of the fact. Challenge me on it. I would love to go back and forth with you on it. But at the end of the day, respectfully, I debate with people who know more than me because I want to get up there. So please, if you come, make it make sense. All right? All the haters that I may have, I realize that they just don't like the way I coach. But I'm still teaching them. So with that being said, please, by all means, check out my website, backtoalpha.com. You could also catch me at or send me a message to my email, coachme@backtoalpha.com. And I always say this. People always say, Craig, why do you always give your personal IG? Because I really want you to know who I am. I have a business IG called @backtoalpha7. But a lot of people hit me up on my personal IG, which is only the number 1, Craig Coles. With that being said, that's the end of my show today. I hope that you grab these takeaways. I hope that you put that focus on being consistent and realize that, listen, you are a phenomenal being. You're a phenomenal being. Focus on your being. This is what you are being right now. And does it consist of consistency? And if it doesn't, then you need to put that as a priority on your to-do daily. All right, guys. Peace. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. Until the next time, we'll talk. Peace.
We out. We out. It's time to choose. It's either or. I'm talking either win or you lose, cause we out. And we came to win, and we ain't stopping till we get to the end. Baby, back to alpha. Like how could I lose my life for yours? Tell me which one would you choose? I walk in the room like I ain't got nothing to prove. One man, but I feel like I walk with a crew. I'm alpha. Here stand up like alfalfa. Alpha. Chief in the end, boy, I'll scalp ya. Alpha. GPS, I'll reroute ya. Alpha. Whew. Come and learn something. Or get burnt, watch how I earn something. Back to alpha.